Hi guys, it's Sam here from Bargain.hunting.blonde, and today I have for you I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pick these up, a giant shoe haul. They were all on sale as a spoiler alert for what is coming. But before we get into all of those, whew, that was heavy. That was workout for the day done. I do have some pieces to show you from Ana Luisa. So Ana Luisa was nice enough to sponsor this part of the video. And let's start with the piece that I am wearing. So I am wearing this beautiful pave rope ring on my pointer finger. It is so stunning. Let me show you the little pave diamonds in it. Just a really, really pretty piece. And then I picked up to match the very, very beautiful, sorry as I go through all these little bags down here to find the right one. I love there we go. They're little pouches. These little pouches are so great. Like the magnetic. Whenever I travel with jewelry, I travel with these because they're so slim, and then I just kind of like pile all my jewelry in there. It's great. I did pick up the little hoop earrings that go with it. So the ring and the earrings match, which I think is so fun, and I am going into the city this weekend for a friend's 30th birthday, and we're doing like a girls trip in the city, and I am definitely wearing both together with my outfit. It's going to look great. You'll end up seeing pictures on Instagram. Very excited. I finally got reservations at a restaurant I've been wanting to go to for forever, and so I felt quite victorious. And we're going to see the new musical. Is it called 6? 5? It's named after a number. It's the one about Henry VIII's wives, and it's a musical. I love history, especially that time period, so I'm very, very excited to go and see that musical. Next up is another pair of earrings that I'm going to be wearing to brunch the next day, and I really appreciate how they wrapped these so they're not banging against each other. And these are the Ashley double earrings, so I am branching out a little bit and trying earrings that are like hoops or dangly earrings. I feel like that was something, we called them in like middle school, because I normally wear studs, but I have been kind of liking to add a little bit of drama to my earring collection, but nothing too crazy. So I think these are a really good add. And then lastly, to go with my jewelry, the earrings, I guess I should say, nothing too insane, is this really beautiful necklace, which is the Marie necklace, and just has little pieces of cubic zirconium on a dainty chain, which I think is great because when you're having such beautiful earrings, you don't want to wear something that is just too statement-y. Like, I'm not good at someone who wears all those like statement pieces for jewelry all at once, all together. I'm not that great at pairing jewelry yet. But thank you so much, Ana Luisa, for sending me those pieces. And I got you guys a 20% off discount code, which will be linked down below. So please make sure to use that if you're going to be picking up anything from Ana Luisa. They are a great company. With all their pieces, they do carbon offsetting, which is nice. And I find that their pieces are really great quality for the price point. They are trendy, but not like crazy out there trendy. So I find they really integrate into basically anyone's style. And they have some really beautiful pieces for, someone who's very understated to a little more loud. So definitely make sure to check them out. Like I said, 20% off down below. Okay, now the shoes. So I do not know where we'll start, but I guess we'll start with the ones on the top. So these are from Prada. These are a sale find. So all of these are sales finds, which is the way I prefer to buy luxury shoes if possible, because, shoes do go out of style, I feel like, quicker than bags or other things, and they get very expensive very quickly. So I don't know, it does not say retail on these, but I looked it up and I believe it's $1,350 for these boots. And I paid $4,000. That would be really bad, guys. $467.54. So they did come with all their dust bags, with the beautiful light blue tissue paper. And they are these combat boots in leather and re-nylon. They are a very dark blue. which is, the camera's actually catching pretty good, but to like the eye, when you're just looking at them, you're like, are those black or are those like dark blue? That's how dark they are. And these were such a good find. I mean, almost $1,000. Honestly, by the time you're paying tax, $1,000 off retail for these boots. And I had the Prada combat boot that was like chunkier with a little pouch, and I had purchased them and I ended up returning them because I have the Prada monolith boots, which have that same like really, really chunky tread, just without the little pouch, and they're a little shorter, and so they were too similar. So these were a nice alternative, much better priced, and the bottom tread is not as chunky, so I think these are a little more classic. And I did pick these up from Saks Fifth Avenue from a sales associate there who I'm always linking in my stories. And actually, if you've seen my Instagram reel for these shoes, I link her there as well, and I'll put her name down below. It's Kitty Ibira. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, but she works for Saks down in Florida, and she, in her stories, especially around like now, like the very end of sale time, has great clearance prices. So that's where these shoes came from. And then keeping on shoes I got from Kitty, she got me these Dior sneakers as well, which you'll have seen on Instagram if you watch my reels. So these retail for $9.90, but they've, at least that's what the box says. But then when I looked online, they are now, all their sneakers are like, I think they're $1,050. But regardless, either way, I did end up paying for these shoes $327.57 with tax. And I live in California, so my tax is very high, which is unfortunate, but still great price savings. So these came with extra shoelaces. So if you wanted to, you'll see they have white shoelaces on, but here's the black Dior shoelaces in the little Dior bag, little card, the dust bag. So these were on sale, but you're getting everything you would normally get with the shoes when you purchase them from full price retail. They are these really cute houndstooth walk-in Dior sneakers. I love these sneakers. This is actually my second pair. These ones are a little more understated because I have the Dior oblique ones, but they still say Christian Dior right there on the shoelace, and then Christian Dior up the tongue of the shoe, and then Christian Dior, which is going to be hard to see because it is white, embossed or debossed, I'm not sure which way, on the back of the shoe. Have the very classic star on the bottom. And these were such a good find. She had a ton of Dior sales shoes, and these just happen to be in my size. And I'm just shocked to have found so many sale pieces in my size. It is so hard to find designer shoes in bigger shoe sizes in general, because not a lot of them are made, or some brands don't even make the bigger sizes. So it's been really great to be able to find shoes that are in my size on sale. So these were a 41. I can wear a 40.5 or a 41 or a 41.5 in these, just depending on the thickness of the sock I wear. And then these Prada ones are a 41.5. They're a little big, but since they're boots, I do wear thicker socks with them, so that's okay. Next up is these are all sale finds, but this is a Net-a-Porter sale find. These are a 41.5 from Manolo Blahnik, which was great because I have been looking for this style of shoe for a long time, and even full price, I often cannot find my size. So when I saw these, I was very happy. I paid for these $638.91, so they are actually the most expensive pair of shoes out of all the shoes I'm showing you guys today. They're in their dust bag. And they are these very beautiful Hangasi, however, I have no idea how you say that. The shoes from Sex and the City. They are a little bit of an off-white color. They're calling them canvas, and then the buckle is pearls with gold detailing. Also, these are, I believe, the 85 millimeter, which is the height I wanted. I have seen my size in the 105, but that is way too tall for me. I am 5'10", and then on top of it, I have had ankle surgery, so shoes that just are getting too tall are too much for me. But these are just so beautiful. I was so happy to find them on sale. I thought that was a great price because if I remember correctly now, retail on these is over $1,000. I think it's probably close to $1,100. So by the time you apply tax, because that number I gave you, $638.91, is with tax. By the time you apply tax, I basically got these for half off, which is great. Let me see if the receipt says what they were in full price. Oh, it does not. Bummer. Okay. I was hoping it did, because then I would tell you guys. But shoes are just getting really expensive, so if you can find them on sale, I say do it. I find the best sales, honestly, are through sales associates, but this was just a random browsing the Net-a-Porter sale find. This was also a sales associate find from Nordstrom's. This box, if you know it, is match and match, mock and mock. I've heard it said many different ways. And I love these shoes. I had been eyeing these shoes for a long time, but they are expensive for what they are. So, I'll show you what I got. I think these dust bags are so fun. Like the pink boxes on these are just amazing. And the sparkle on these is just insane. So I got these beautiful, look at that, mock and mock heels. Again, smaller heel height here. I think these are 65. And this is like a pink purple, like metallic, like it changes colors. It's very pretty, and look at the sparkle on that bow. I cannot. I just like love sparkle. I love these shoes. I know that I'm going to lose some of the sparkle in the bow, and they actually come with, let me see if I can pull this out for you guys. You can see what, they actually come with like extra little sparkles that you can like super glue back into the shoe because they are known to lose. Here, let me show you what they come with. They're known to lose their sparkles, which is unfortunate and makes me glad that I bought them on sale. So here's more of the little sparkles in this little bag. A little care card about how to care for your shoes, and more heel tips, which are what is in this little matching dust bag. So I was very excited to find these in my size on sale. I do not remember exactly how much they cost, but they were on sale on Nordstrom's for 50% off. And I know that some other websites had them on sale as well, but they weren't as good as when Nordstrom's initially put them up for sale, 50% off. And I believe Nordstrom's even ended up changing their price. And they ended up being only like 40 or 30% off, but when they first went up, they were 50% off. So I did get these in a 42. Oh, and they're 85 millimeters. So I got these in a 42. I got the Manolos in a 41.5, the Dior sneakers in a 41, and then the Prada boots in a 41.5. I know that heels have a tendency to run small, and a 41.5 and these would have actually been like perfect. But a lot of times brands, when you get to a certain size, don't make half sizes. Which is really unfortunate because I truly am like a 41 or a 41.5 and not a 42. But when you have an open back like that, I can get away with kind of a variety of sizes. So if you're looking for sales shoes, just as like a tip, one, follow sales associates on Instagram. That's where you find the best deals. Be ready to buy immediately. Send them all the information they need in the way they ask to be contacted. So for example, Kitty wants texts. When I text her, she actually has all of my information saved, but when I text her, I would say like, hey, do you still have these? I want this size. And she lists the size she has. Here's, you know, my name, my billing, my credit card, and she runs it, and it runs through Saks. So these are not third parties like selling shoes that they're finding cheaper elsewhere. You literally get a receipt in your inbox if you have a Saks account from Saks being like, hey, your order's shipping. Hey, here's your confirmation. So follow the essays that I post on Instagram is a big one. And two is know your size. Know if you can go for a range of sizes. Know if you really have to stick to one size for a brand. Some of these, like the Dior and the Prada, which were crazy sale prices, were final sale. And you know, it's sometimes worth taking the risk because I could end up selling them on, though Fashion File no longer buys certain sizes, bigger sizes, but that's a whole nother story. So sometimes it's worth the risk, but it really does help if sometime during the year you go to Nordstrom, Saks, Bloomingdale's, Neiman Marcus, and try on the shoes so you know what size you need, because that's how you're able to find the deals online and then snag them knowing that they're going to fit you. So thank you so much for tuning in today to my video, guys. Please make sure to use the 20% off Ana Luisa code down below if you're purchasing anything from them. I highly recommend if you're looking for basically any type of piece, but my biggest recommendations from them are earrings and rings. I like both of them and they've both held up really well. If you want to see any of my great deals that I find, please make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, my blog, all of which are linked down below. I did post the Dior and the Prada as soon as I got them in, and I was also tagging Kitty so you guys could add her and then see what you wanted from her sales that she had. I know one of you messaged me, you bought like 4 pairs of Bottega Veneta shoes because the prices were so good. So make sure to follow me on Instagram, especially if you're a deal shopper. But thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.